matchup that makes college football so great. A bitter rivalry game, a long history of classic games, and bad blood in this one. Welcome to downtown Minneapolis at Huntington Bank Stadium, the home field of the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Badgers will kick this away to start us off. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The Golden Gophers offense comes on the field first today. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
The pass rush closing in. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, the offense tries to catch this defense napping here on the first play of the game. And how about the pressure to come up with a big sack to start this game?
We got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Early adversity here. They face a third down in the opening possession. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Pressure is coming. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Opening drive for this defense, and boy, they come out meaning business. A big-time sack on third down brings up a fourth down and an opportunity here to gain some momentum early.
And the Golden Gophers will bring their punt team onto the field. This will be the first punt for this offense tonight. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So Wisconsin's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for you.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. What a sag by the senior.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Now it's second down here. And they'll use the ground game here. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nice run here by this Wisconsin running back to pick up the first down, and you love to see Wisconsin when they can run the ball. Think about, Chris, the embarrassment of riches that the Badgers have had over the years. Monty Ball and Melvin Gordon and Jonathan Taylor, and going back to Ron Dane, who won the Heisman. So many good backs that have played at Camp Randall.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. short zone. He decides to keep it here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. Look, give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback keeps the football. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. He missed it. Off target that time. With that miss, the score remains the same.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least. 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Finds his man. It's Tracy. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
The Golden Gophers line up on 1st and 10 now. It's a quarterback keeper. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's a draw play. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 in the first down. And through 1 quarter, it's been a duel of big-time receivers showing out early in this one. Getting set here now for the 2nd period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency or a spark after that opening quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Hands it off on the counter. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Lindsey. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he knocks it right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
To the air, it's Edwards. Pass complete on the crosser. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And the Badgers will line up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning. This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Toss play to the running back going left. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
The Badgers will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And they've got the returner corralled. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback still with the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very... Looking for a man deep down the left side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, that would have been a great pass on a beautiful sunny day. But in these elements, and that is a tough thing to do. Outstanding throw and catch.
An explosive play flips the field and suddenly puts this offense into scoring position in enemy territory. And now they run the draw play. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. Does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. And we got a new set of downs.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Gives it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
He's brought down after a short gain. It's not going to be first down yardage.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
Second, the replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. No problem on the snowy field. The PAT is good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, Paul Bunyan's axe on the line, and already Minnesota and Wisconsin have given us some stirring moments. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Wisconsin plays out.
And the Golden Gophers will kick this away to get the second half going. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the second down play. They'll feed the back again. Breaks an open space. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Back to pass. It's Edwards. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. The ball is loose. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Ball handed to the running back. And the Soft were able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line, and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Badgers.
What a security blanket for this quarterback. When in doubt, just throw it to the big man and let him go up and make the catch for the touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. To throw, it's Lindsey. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Completion makes it 2nd and medium. They'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. The shovel pass complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Trying to get right with the sneak.
And that's another golden gopher.
The Golden Gophers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. Scanning the field. It's Lindsey. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's caught. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll run it here. A quick juke. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? An inside give now from the shotgun. Spins away from defenders. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They're going to run it here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
And as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, check out the comparison of these big play wide receivers. Both guys have been lighting it up so far today. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. They'll test the right side here. Fighting off the defender. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. QB keeps it himself.
Yeah, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And the Badgers with 1st and 10 here. Hand off to the right side. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. You've got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. A deep shot to the left side. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. and it allows him to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. It can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to the left side. Wide open downfield. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Receiver in motion now. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. So here we go, 4th quarter. They've cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score Minnesota 17, Wisconsin 14.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Quick pass. The catch is made. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Grinding away on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. trying to find some room. It's Taylor. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Golden Gophers will line up to boot it away. On for his second punt after a strong effort the first time. Fielded at the 25. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. Here we go. Desperation time in the final minute, down 3. What can they come up with? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looking right, this one caught.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. And here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. And they'll go right back to him on first down. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. A handoff to the back. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They can use some yards here at third down. A field goal try would be from 54. Looking to throw. It's Edwards. The throw complete to the running back underneath. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone.
You know, in third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment.
The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. First down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back and putting him in a tough spot now on second down.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Let's it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Anthony. And the offense will spend a timeout, just 14 seconds left on the clock. So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. And it's the defense stopping the clock now with 14 seconds remaining. And this to tie the game here in the final minute. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. And the field goal is good. And that ties the game. We could be headed for overtime.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. And a handoff as they run the counter play. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. First down here for this offense. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
QB keeper all the way. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
So here comes a challenging third down conversion attempt for this offense, trying to keep the sticks moving and avoid making a fourth down decision. Pass caught. Can he get in? Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
For the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. To throw, it's Edwards. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Anthony. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
So now it's first and goal. They have to punch it in here to keep this game going. Drops back into the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. Looking to pass here on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for two right here.
And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. And the extra point was up and good. So one overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. Hands off to the left. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
The Badgers are in the red zone. Takes off in a bootleg. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So here comes a crucial 3rd and short. This offense does not want to have to settle for a field goal attempt here in overtime. Try and muscle for the 1st down. They make the tackle, but nice gain. Sets them up 1st down at the 14.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. And the quarterback keeps it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Edwards. And that pass falls incomplete. Trying to get a stop here and force an overtime field goal attempt. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The pocket breaking down. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the 1st down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
And now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. So now the field goal team is out here trying to take the lead here in overtime. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And with the miss, we remain tied.
Uh-oh, a possible disaster right here, an empty possession. There's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive in overtime. Now you got to hope to keep the opposition from putting any points up on the board to stay alive in this one.
Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made at the 13, but here we go, a red zone opportunity.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
A new set of downs after that completion. QB decides to keep it here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
We'll see what the strategy is on 3rd and short, where they just try to position the ball for a game-winning field goal attempt. Caught near the goal line. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So here we go. We'll set up for a walk-off chip shot to win it here in overtime. And now the defense will spend a timeout to talk strategy here before this crucial play coming up. So here we go. We'll set up for a walk-off chip shot to win it here in overtime. It is good. A walk-off winner in double overtime.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.